Well, if you've been in a car wreck, you may be wondering if you should hire a lawyer to handle your case or if you should just handle the claim on your own. Casey recently visited the Higgins Firm to get all of your questions answered.
We're at the Higgins Firm today with attorney Jim Higgins, and we're talking about car accidents today and when you need an attorney and when you don't. So you're going to help us out a little bit. When does somebody need to bring a lawyer into the claim?
Well, I think most of the time, if it is a catastrophic case, if it's a case that dealing with lifelong damages or serious damages, then you need somebody. I mean, those cases that are so serious, you've got to depend on your lost wages, make sure all your medical bills are paid, making sure that the proof is put together correctly for a trial or a jury. You need somebody that handles that type of work. Also, I would say you would need somebody if it's a case involving a tractor trailer usually, and there's damages. We handle a lot of those cases, and they're very important because you have to realize that they're not like standard car wreck cases. It's important to know if there were road violations, if there are hours of service violations, if there was more of a problem with the trucking company than a mere accident, and you have to get a law firm that's familiar with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Act, and of course we have folks that handle just those type of cases.
Okay. Can you give us some more examples of when you do need to bring a lawyer in?
If you have a large medical lien, they can be complicated to deal with. There are times when you have to pay those medical liens or insurance segregations, what we call them, out of your car wreck. Sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes that is the most valuable thing your lawyer can do for you. You need to get somebody in that. If there is a dispute on liability, you know, it's not a time for someone to go into court by themselves or try to deal with that. You need to get someone that has argued those cases, that has resources like an expert or accident reconstructionist, and a firm that does things where we can put all that evidence together to show that this accident was not your fault.
Okay. But there are times when we don't need an attorney, so when would that be?
Well, you know, we get a lot of those calls, and sometimes if you're in an accident, and it can be a pain, but if there's no dispute on liability, and you don't really have a lot of medical bills, then you don't always need to hire a lawyer to deal with those. And a lot of times people call us and we can tell them that, you know, this is fair, you should go ahead and resolve that. Or by the time, you know, we got in and got involved, you would end up with about the same thing, so there's just no need for a lawyer. It all really comes down to how serious the problem is that you've had, how serious the injuries are, and if it's just not there, then it's something usually that you could work out with the insurance company yourself and just resolve it yourself.
And you'll tell that to people who call in to the Higgins Firm. You'll really be honest with them about whether or not they need someone.
Yes, I mean, I try to look at it as if someone calls, are they going to be better off with me or without me? And I've had people come back to see me or send their other people that really did need an attorney for that exact reason, because I told them that, hey, you really don't need me. That sounds fair.
Well, the Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee, and you can give them a call at 615-353-0930. Or for more information and a link to their website, higginsfirm.com, just go to the More at Midday section of WSMV.com.